We're ready to go, and we're going to start with Module 1. This week, because we started on Tuesday, you will not have 48 extra hours, so you need to get on this right away. You will note that Module 1 and all the other modules have, first of all, the overview that is kind of going to lead you with the instructions of what you need to do, followed by the readings, then the PowerPoint slides, videos, and any links, and then the assignments. And so your readings for week 1, you'll be reading from part 1, chapter 1, and chapter 2, which is going to introduce you to the concept of rhetoric. Many of you were introduced to it in 1301, logos, pathos, ethos, except the text is going to introduce more than that one rhetorical triangle. It's going to introduce 2 other triangles that all fit together. Your slides, you want to watch the tiny lecture video, Rhetoric is Muscle. You want to watch how to use rhetoric to get what you want, which is a TED Talk, also Rethinking Rhetoric, and then Rhetoric in Film. None of these are extremely long, so you can fit them in short periods of time. I have 3 PowerPoints that are there that are up to you. If you need to review what is writing or critical thinking or critical reading, you can look at these. Most of you would have been exposed to all this and be very aware of this from 1301. Then you have another how-to video analyzing a written text so that it reminds you how to take that text, break it into its parts, and talk about how those parts work together. Another tiny lecture on what is exigence, and this becomes important because it's a term that you constantly want to think about. And everything we do is going to build on kind of these basic terms that you're being introduced to in chapters 1 and chapter 2. And then you've got another tiny lecture video thinking about the means of communication. You know, what is the avenue that communication is taking place from? Is it a video? Is it a written text? Is it an advertisement? Is it TV? Is it film? All of those things will determine specific things, and it's important to understand and know the difference. You will watch 2 videos on exigency and kairos and exigence, and then how the medium shapes the message. Another aspect to be aware of. And then you've got your assignments. You have an introduction discussion that you're going to do, which you're introducing yourself. And I've introduced myself in that, so it gives you a sense of what I'm looking for. But it feeds back to what it means to be rhetorical in our own lives. That is due by Thursday of the week. So you want to get in and do that introduction right away. The best and worst rhetorical speeches is another discussion post where I'm asking you to make some judgments about the best and worst based on the American Rhetorical website. There are many speeches on there that you can go through. And then we have a week 1 writing that you will need to do and make sure it's done by the Sunday at 11:59 p.m., which essentially is going to give me a sense of where everyone is at and what maybe I need to add or bring in to help with writing and the development of ideas. And then finally, we will be introducing you to the first essay. And that first essay will have its own video that'll talk specifically about what you need to do.